be whoever you want to be.
Yesterday we arrived late. We're in Lago Maggiore. I have a slow morning. It's around 8 o'clock, I think. It's gloomy but beautiful. We're going now to one of the most famous grooming for Siena. That's one of the reasons actually why we came to Italy, and we're heading now to Milan. So it's gonna be her first grooming and we're very excited about it. On our way to Milan, we actually stopped at one place called Varese, and it's very beautiful. This is the old town. One disadvantage of having an electric car: you always need to stop to charge it. We have one friend of ours. She's an amazing person who is selling vintage stuff, and she's one of the best in whole Italy if you're looking for a fur coat. And now we are going to her brother's store. He has a store for jewelry, and she's waiting us inside, so I'm gonna take you with me.
Le puoi spazzolare, cioè anche con la spazzola, quella che si usa per gli animali, va benissimo perché comunque è pelo naturale. What do you think?
I like it.
Oh, good.
We arrived and we're here for her first grooming. Okay, so we left Siena and the grooming salon. They told us that we have around 2 hours. They have so many things for dog. I didn't know that you can buy so many different things. They have like outfits that I've never seen, that you can buy for a dog. Now we are going to one restaurant where we're gonna eat the best risotto in whole Milano, and yes. We're going now to one of the most famous nail salons in Milan. If you know the vlogger Tamara, she's going to this salon and she's always showing it on Instagram. It's called Ministry of Nails. I've been there already, but now I'm going to their second salon, Types of Skin. I hope they're as good as their main salon. There are so many things you can do in Milan. It's not only Duomo. It's like another dog. So I wanted to show you one of the things why we really love Milan, and that's because of the people. I wanted to introduce you to one of very good friend of mine. His name is David. He moved from Australia to Milan. He got a company and he's gonna tell us. So I just wanted to tell you one of the reasons why we really love Milan, and that's because of the people. I would like to introduce you to one of very good friend of ours. His name is David, and he will tell you more about Milan and about his first million. So hi David, can you please tell us where you're from?
So I'm from Sydney, Australia originally, but I live here full time in Milan.
And what would you tell us about Milan? Do you like it?
It's probably one of the best cities I have. It's gorgeous, location-wise, like people, culture, food, everything that you need. Maybe except a beach. Yeah,
But by
it's
car,
amazing.
maybe you can reach it like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You can be in Portofino.
Yeah, Monaco, Florence,
Riviera.
everywhere. Yeah, it's very, very central.
And what do you do for a living?
So I run a telecom company in the United States and kind of do that as my full-time job. I run that as a co-founder, and now we're getting into software and getting into that whole world.
And where are your employees? Here in Milan or
over the
they're
world.
all over the world?
Yeah, I have employees in France, Denmark, America, Philippines, different parts of the States.
How many employees do you have?
So in terms of our internal team, I have about 8 full-time staff.
Yes.
And then obviously in the telecom industry we have like customer service agents and that type of thing, so maybe another 40 there.
And is it easy to start a startup company? No. There are a lot of challenges.
It's probably one of the hardest industries, which I found. I didn't know this beforehand, but it's probably one of the hardest industries that you can pick if you want to start business. So I probably wouldn't recommend it to most people, but it is a really good industry to learn everything about how to run a business. So
And did you have experience before you start? Did you have some background? Did you work before? How did you start?
no, so it's kind of one of the things I was always curious about was how do people actually start businesses and do it successfully. Now I'd ran businesses before, but not successfully. So I tried a bunch of stuff and nothing really worked, or it might have worked for a little bit and then it just failed. And what I realized, and I think we talked about this earlier, was that the people that you know, you don't realize how much of an impact they can have on you and your future, your business, connections, and that type of thing. So I actually learned this from one of my mentors, Cole, who recommended investing in people first. And that's kind of what skyrocketed the first version of this company. And that allowed us to do over $1 million within the first year. And it did change my whole perspective on it, as opposed to just going for money first, as opposed to investing in people that know how to do stuff better than you and allow them and guide them and mentor them to build a company.
And also that keeps the employees with you because they're happy, they're supportive, they feel that they're respected, and that's why they continue working with you, which is amazing. amazing. How did you succeed? I mean, you need to take the challenges and I guess to never give up, and one day the million will come. Maybe. What is the secret? How people can be successful nowadays? They don't want to work from 8 till 5. They want to start their own business. So what would you say to them? What will be 3 main things that they need to learn before they start being self-employed?
So I'll give you 3, but the 3 main things are kind of the same. So you need to have a high tolerance to pain, a high tolerance to stress, and the ability to delay gratification. I think if you can have those 3, especially in nowadays where everyone's trying to get the quick fix, quick win, quick success to show everyone, if you can outlast that initial dopamine hit of trying to win instantly, you'll just generally beat other people who are trying to compete with you in the same industry. So any particular industry, doesn't really matter what you do, as long as you pick something and stay in it long enough to get better at it than other people. And if you can do that, you'll probably have a good chance of getting further in your first business.
And what is the reason you're staying in Milan? You can be living now everywhere in the world, so why did you choose Milan?
It's a good question. It's just, I mean, you guys love it too, but it's just a gorgeous city. I have tax incentives here that I've set up, obviously for business structure and that type of thing. But aside from that, I mean, location, it's literally the center of Europe. Everywhere is an hour to 3-hour drive to the most amazing spots from Switzerland, St. Moritz, Cortina, Venice, Florence, Monaco, Portofino, everything that you could ever want. Food, culture, the people are amazing, they're really sweet. We had an amazing conversation with people that just came out of the hotel and told us, had this whole conversation about their dog and all this stuff. The people are amazing. So if you can really integrate yourself into the city, it's just one of the most coolest cultural cities with fashion, travel, everything you could ever want. And then you can always drive to the beach if you need that too.
So I don't want to take more of his time, but he's starting a new podcast, so please check and also follow him on Instagram. Chernobyl, so beautiful. During the day, during the night, when it's sunny, when it's cold, when it's raining. Here you have one of the most famous villa. It's called Villa d'Este, but we're not going there today. Just look at this, it's so beautiful and so romantic. Just look at this.